I'd like to share with you 5 things that a good business attorney can do for you that will help you in a business dispute or problem that you may be experiencing, whether it be trying to collect money from somebody or warding off some demand from somebody else. The first thing a good business attorney can do is help you assess the pros and cons of your position, including your legal position. And that's really, valuable information just to know how the courts and other attorneys will see where your position is. The second thing a good business attorney can do, which is even more valuable, is give you perspective. I know from being in disputes myself and representing people, business owners who are in disputes, sometimes it's easy to get into sort of a tunnel vision, get locked in to your position, and sometimes even develop an emotional attachment to your position. That can prevent you from effectively resolving it sometimes, and so it's super valuable for an attorney to take a look at your position who's not so attached to one way or the other and give you an impartial view of where you really stand, or point out things that you may not have considered, or raise questions that are important to really understanding your dispute. You may talk to an attorney and realize you have a bigger problem than you thought, or that you have more options than you thought. Any number of things can happen, but that additional perspective is going to be valuable. A third thing a good business attorney can do for you in a dispute is write a good demand letter or a good response letter when you've received a demand from somebody else. And it's easy to underestimate how important that letter can be, because it's a letter that's going to lay out your position, summarize it, and put your best foot forward. And a lot of times, you'll be surprised, a lot of times in that process of exchanging a demand letter or giving a demand letter, you get someone's attention and they understand you're serious, and the dispute can be resolved at that point. And so that's something that's important that a good business attorney can do for you to help you resolve a case or a dispute before even going to court. Another thing a good business attorney can do for you is give you a preview of the dispute resolution process and talk about what going to court would look like, how that would affect you monetarily, how that would affect you emotionally, and in terms of the time commitment and how long it would take to resolve through the courts. You can take your individual circumstances and walk through them with a business attorney so that you can take a look, gaze into the crystal ball, so to speak. And then lastly, number 5 is the attorney can not only help you resolve the dispute that's happening in your business right now or the problem that's happening, but a good business attorney will have a conversation with you about how to prevent similar problems from coming up in the future. And so you'll really kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You'll be able to work on the current dispute while also fortifying your business and making it stronger in terms of avoiding future disputes. So if any of these things that we've discussed in terms of resolving disputes out of court apply to you, or you recognize some of the situations we've talked about, I would love for you to reach out to a business attorney that you know. You're welcome to talk with us and sit down and talk about the individual circumstances that are happening in your business so that we can have a strategy session and decide what the best path forward is for you.